I wanted to talk about what really happened to Osinachi Nwachukwu, and I just posted on my YouTube channel so you can read some of the topic. I didn't want to show my face because this is not all about me. This is about somebody else that unfortunately lost her life, and I wanted people to know what's called coercive control. The tail sign of coercive control is the things that the family and friends have described with Osinach. Everybody is now talking about how they knew there was something wrong, but nobody could actually explain what was going on. And the truth is that the girl, the woman, was actually suffering from, a form of what's it called, domestic abuse called coercive control. And coercive control is a form of psychological abuse. It's almost like a witchcraft because the person impinges on your psychology, on your mind, the way you think, that they belittle you, they say a lot of things that will make you feel small, and you kind of trust them. Like I've written right here, coercive control, it's a form of domestic violence, which in many opinion to me, it's another form of witchcraft of the mind, an insidious manipulation and conditioning of another person to render them powerless and make them do what the perpetrator wants. This is what I wrote. I honestly think if her mother and siblings knew that what Osinachi was experiencing is called coercive control, they would have immediately removed her and her children from that marriage. And this is why we must know what it's called coercive control and look out for the overview of signs of it in any relationship. Some signs of coercive control include that the person is being isolated from your support system, like in the part of Osinachi. We were told there were once when she and her twin sister was separated by the husband that they were not even speaking, monitoring your activity throughout the day. Like, we're told this her friend, her childhood friend, was describing how Osinachi came to Lagos and the husband wouldn't allow Osinachi to go and stay in her friend's house. And these are part of the way the person controls their victim. Okay. He doesn't want her to go to a place whereby somebody could be able to detect that there is something going on, and maybe she will just bawl and talk about what she's going through. So he wants to control every inch of her activities every day. All right. And another sign to look out for: denying the person freedom and autonomy of doing things themselves. Like in this part, managing her own money. He is the one controlling her own money. How can he control her own money when she's the one working for it? Gaslighting her by name calling, making her feel like whatever thing she's doing, it's not. If she suspects that, what his behavior is wrong, he will make her feel like she's the one lying. After all, he's the one taking care of her. You know. So these are form of gaslighting, but a sign of coercive control when maybe he called her names, probably told her that if you leave me, you're not going to get married, you're going to be a single woman. A lot of things that he may have told her that she couldn't even tell anyone because she's probably ashamed. You know, limiting her access to money, which is what he was doing when. So, and I'm going to tell you, this is something that I just noticed with a friend, and this could happen to children. This could happen to children whereby a parent is controlling the child and making sure that the child does not go to the other parent because it's or really using the child as a form of tool to control the other parent. And they could control the son by doing something to the child in such a painful way that the mother will be seeing what they are doing to the child, but the mother will be helpless. This is another form of abuse, and keeping the child with them until when the child turns 18. Now the child is an adult. The child cannot come back and tell the mother, or the mother cannot come and press charges, or the father cannot come and press charges on the man because they say, well, the child is now 18. He can do whatever thing he wants. But the child is already being hurt in such a way that the child is probably afraid to speak of what he has been true or she has been true. So coercive control is a form of psychological abuse whereby the perpetrator carries out a pattern of manipulative behaviors within a relationship. All right. And exerts power over the victim, often through subtle intimidation, humiliation, which makes it really hard to spot. So if you're looking for a sign whereby they punch the woman or they beat her, they broke her nose or broke her head, you won't see that because this is a deliberate plan to control the matter and nobody knows what is going on. So you have to be enlightened to understand what is called coercive control. If you're looking for a very obvious sign of abuse, you probably you miss it because coercive control is psychological. It's like witchcraft when somebody witchcraft your mind and you don't know what to do. So these are the signs. So read more. I posted it right here on my channel. So go ahead, please share this. If somebody is in a similar situation whereby you don't understand what is going on with your loved one, look at the obvious signs. Are they being isolated? Are they being monitored, the activities? Are they being denied the freedom and autonomy to be independent? Are they being controlled not to have friends? Sometimes when the person behave like this young boy that I know, the mother, this boy lived with the father for 10 years. And when he came out from living there, the father let him go at 18. And he was the one that abusing the mother, calling the mother names. And all the names that he was saying was exactly what they told him. So he's doing to him what the parent did to him. He's doing to his own mother what the parent did to him. All these signs are obvious. And how is it hard to detect if the person really didn't say anything? This person didn't tell you, this is what I'm going through, I need help. So I don't know. Sometimes they say prayer, but prayer without action, what will you do? I think the prayer is that when you're going through this, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because without you speaking up and telling your friends, people you can trust about what you're going through, how would people help you? People cannot help you if you don't say anything. So speak up. Look at the obvious signs. If you're repeatedly being put down by your loved one, your so-called spouse, saying things like you're worthless, humiliating you, degrading you, dehumanizing you, understand that this is not a very healthy relationship. You should get out of that relationship. If it's for a child doing this to the parent, now you have to get the child help, get the child counseling, and then let the child know such behavior because the child is doing to you what the parent probably did to them. So they need help. It's really painful that this woman died when she could have been helped. Very painful. So I hope if you read this post and you enjoyed all the things I wrote down about what coercive control means, I would appreciate if you can share it so more people will read it and more people will understand the signs and the obvious signs of coercive control, what it's called. Like I said, coercive control is another form of domestic violence. And the reason why it's called coercive control is that the person is trying to exert their power over you, and they do it in such a subtle way that most people will not know unless those who are privy to the meaning of coercive control, unless those who have read about it and understand the obvious signs. Most Nigerians don't even know. They will be looking at you. They will know there's something wrong, but nobody will be able to say anything. Please share this comment if you like it. I appreciate if you like. Push the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share so that many people will understand the obvious signs of coercive control, that it is a form of domestic violence and domestic abuse. Thank you.